two teams that are playing very, very well. I'm not quite sure Spurs can play, because I wouldn't say Spurs for 90 minutes yet have hit the heights that we're expecting to see. So I think if they have a below the par game against this Arsenal team, Arsenal will capitalise and cause them problems. But North London derbies are good games to play in.
Have a listen to this. I want to get your view on this. Arsenal Invincible Martin Keown joined Jim White and Simon Jordan this morning. Compared this Arsenal team to the Invincibles.
I mean, I felt whenever we played in these games, it was one about not playing with your heart, play it with your head. Because all around you, there's a storm, the fans, the noise. I mean, the Sol Campbell game we rocked up back at White Lane was just something like I've never, ever witnessed or seen. All the windows went in through the coach as we pulled up. You know, when you look at some of those games, I've seen it all. But what we're seeing now is the closest these two clubs have ever been. And it's about these guys are now building a reputation. I remember standing in the tunnel and people looking at Vieira and Manu Petit and saying, oh, it's over before it starts. Well, that took a long time. By the time that team from 97 through to went unbeaten 2004, it was about building reputations.
How good is this team compared to the Invincibles? Is it even pathetic at the moment? Comparing the two?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. Because I can understand what Martin's saying, because the feel-good factor around this Arsenal team right now, they currently sit top of the table. You've got to respect that. But when you look at the Arsenal team, and even the Arsenal Invincibles team, and even look at their bench, I mean, I don't think any of the players in today's Arsenal team get in that team. That's
Say that sentence again. You don't think any players in Arsenal's 11 today
right now
get on the bench for the Invincibles?
Not even the bench, but get in the team. But even the bench is strong. I'll read you the bench from the Invincibles, right? Or like players that maybe didn't feature as much, right? Ray Parlour, we know how good Ray was. Edu, Arsenal will be crying. Edu's like the Granit Xhaka of today, right? Jose Antonio Reyes, one of my favourites, obviously, God rest his soul. Carnu, Sylvain Wiltord, Van Bronckhorst, Martin Keown, Gael Clichy, who was young at the time. They all good. They could all start potentially in this team that Arsenal are in now. To say all of a sudden that you see similarities, okay, I get that. Maybe it's a mindset thing, but the starting 11 for that Invincibles team, Lehmann, there's a question mark, maybe Ramsdale or Lehmann. I'd probably still opt for Lehmann.
Is there a question mark?
Maybe. I've heard some people go, but I'd still opt for Lehmann. You've got Laurent right back, Kolo Touré, Sol Campbell, Ashley Cole. That back forward to take care of himself. Freddie Ljungberg, who was unbelievable for Arsenal.
Underrated?
Yeah, underrated. Robert Perez, one of my favourites. Patrick Vieira and Gilberto,
both
World Cup winners. Yeah. Dennis Bergkamp, arguably, there's an argument he's one of the greatest players we've ever seen in this country. Thierry Henry up front. That is just...
Yeah, the current side don't get anything of that.
No, but what the current Arsenal squad of players are trying to do is create their own history. You haven't got... Obviously, because the Invincibles are the pinnacle for Arsenal Football Club, went the whole season unbeaten, let this new crop of Arsenal team kind of create their own history. Can they go and finish in the top four? Can they challenge City for the league title this season? But for them to do that, they've got to be able to win games like this against Tottenham.
It's a big game for Arsenal to find out where they're at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah.
You were devastated with that defeat at
Man
United.
But I was devastated about the result, but then equally, the way they responded to Brentford, I thought, because that's one of them games last season, we've sat here before, and we would have gone... They've lost again. And it's like it spiral out of control, but they managed to bounce back with a really convincing win over Brentford. So,
I think Spurs fans will be interested to see. I think it's as much a test for Arsenal to see where they are as it is for Spurs, because there were moments throughout that Leicester game where Leicester kept coming back and leveling up the score where you thought, actually, this could go either way.
Do you know what? It could, but I think with Tottenham, they've got players in the squad that you just know that even if Tottenham, as they've been doing all season, even if they're below par, all of a sudden there's someone just goes, son, bang,
I know, but
Kane,
when Spurs
goal.
Play, they're never a side where you say, do you know what, I'll put 50 quid on Spurs today.
Yeah, but but I think they are. But I think Conte's management style is never free-flowing football. It's quite pragmatic, quite stodgy. But when you've got match winners like Spurs have got, they can give anyone in world football a game just because, for that simple fact, Man City last season were brilliant. Look what Tottenham did to them at the Etihad. Kane, one of the best performances I've seen. They've got players that can just change it like that.
This game is live on talkSPORT and exclusive to us as well. You can only hear it here. At 12:30 it kicks off Arsenal against Spurs. I really want to take a lot of calls on this, so we'll go to a break early so we can take as many as we can. 03717223344. Spurs and Arsenal fans and football fans on all the above. Honestly, with your head, not your heart. How do you? I know you're going to say Arsenal win.
Yeah, of course. 3-1.
Benty.
Arsenal at home.
Arsenal, come on, you know it won't be 3-1.
It was 3-1 last year.
Yeah, but it's different.
Arsenal were different at home this year. Different mentality. I think Arsenal win 3-1.
Can Arsenal lose?
Yeah, of course they can. Spurs are a good side.
All right, okay. All right, shout at me like that. Blimey, your attitude's changed it.